We are resolute in our desire to reduce criminal activity in this country.
The government makes a move to put a dent in crime. The rain comes down and dengue fears go up. And the education minister looks over the top schools in the country. The Bahamas Tonight starts now.
Covering of the Bahamas, ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news is brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Good evening and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. I'm Krishna Adderley. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news tonight, National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Nottage has begun an audit of the country's law enforcement agencies, assessing their ability to deal with crime, border protection and more. Our Altaviz Munnings was there as he discussed the way forward on one of the most crucial social concerns.
National Security Minister Dr. Bernard Nottage arrived at police headquarters right before 8 o'clock Thursday morning for his first collaborative meeting with heads of the national law enforcement agencies. Police Commissioner Ellison Greenslade, Defense Force Commodore Roderick Bowe, Prison Superintendent Dr. Allison Ramming, Immigration Director Jack Thompson, and Port Controller Captain Patrick McNeil greeted the minister upon his arrival. Minister Nottage informed reporters before the discussions started that Thursday's meeting is a continuation of talks the previous Christie administration held with law enforcement stakeholders.
Between them, they hold the key to improvement in our crime statistics, I hope. And those with whom I've met before have all expressed a desire to cooperate. We're requiring accountability from the heads of all of these agencies, and we're requiring the level of cooperation that is necessary for us to be successful. We are resolute in our desire to reduce criminal activity in this country, and this is one of the starting points for us.
Heads of the national law enforcement agencies will now meet with the government's law enforcement consultant, former Defense Force Commodore Clifford Scavella, to chart the way forward. However, the National Security Minister admits in the end he wants to see results.
We must break the back of crime in this country, and not only local crime but transnational and international crimes. There are lots of things going on that the public is not aware of, but we are, and all of these things are contributing to what you see happening on the streets. We're sick and tired of it. People are concerned about murders. We must get the murder rate down. Our objective at the end of this year is to have less than we had last year, and the extent to which we can achieve that depends on their cooperation. Whether it's armed robbery, whether it's rape, whether it's attempted robbery, and so forth, all of these statistics are unacceptable in our country.
The former Free National Movement administration had touted to revolutionize the Royal Bahamas Defense Force with a historic upgrade of resources. When asked if the new PLP government will continue that plan, the National Security Minister answered that the government has asked each agency to submit a self-audit.
They have pointed to us needs that they have identified. I don't think that they are unreasonable, but we have to be sure that when we provide those needs, that they're going to have the beneficial result that we want. I mean, it's expensive to do what we want to do, but it would be even more expensive if we spend a lot of our resources and do not get the results.
Altaviz Munnings, ZNS News.
A dramatic change expected in tourism as the new administration seeks to realign the sector and shift the focus. New growth is anticipated for the year ahead. We get the story tonight from Clint Watson, who spoke with the new tourism minister.
We're going to change the dynamics a lot in tourism.
Tourism Minister Obi Wilchcombe says in his view tourism has changed, but the Bahamas has not changed with it.
We have to make sure that our industry is now more responsive, and the Bahamas is more responsive to what the demands are in the tourism industry. The former government has been placing a lot of emphasis on the cruise arrivals, but we got to change that. We want to get more heads in beds. And to change that, we have to go after new markets. So you'll see a heavy emphasis on going after markets in Asia, going after markets in South America, and of course maintaining the North American market.
A heavy focus would also be on the product we're offering, and in particular, Grand Bahama.
I'm going to sit down with the vendors, I'm going to sit down with the store owners, I'm going to sit down with the major places like Bay Street and other places to discuss with them what we need to do. And of course, Grand Bahama. Grand Bahama's been hurting, and the Prime Minister's made it very clear he wants Grand Bahama's economy revitalized, and tourism is going to do it. We're going to hopefully be able to create in Grand Bahama an exciting place for people to come, bring the magic back into Freeport, because if we can take the Lucayan Strip and turn it into Macau or Las Vegas or New Orleans, something that's so exciting that people want to come to, I believe we're going to attract more.
But the other Family Islands won't be left out.
I think we have a unique way to promote the Bahamas. Right now, you look at all the ads that we're running are pretty much focused on New Providence, and they say the Bahamas. Well, what are the Bahamas? So I believe through the internet, we're going to introduce a new approach to promoting the Bahamas. In fact, it's going to be something never done anywhere by any country. So it's going to be, I think, an exciting way you'll get to see the Bahamas, every single island, and you'll be able to access it through the internet like nobody else has ever been able to do so. So no matter which part of the world you're at any given time, you'll be able to lock in on the Bahamas and see something unique that you want.
Clint Watson, ZNS News.
Big plans are in motion for 2 tertiary-level institutions here in the capital. Minister of Education, the Honorable Jerome Fitzgerald, toured and assessed the needs of 2 tertiary-level institutions, the Bahamas Technical and Vocational Institute and the College of the Bahamas, where a new board is expected to be in place in time for graduation exercises. Acting President of the College of the Bahamas, Dr. Erla Carey Baines, has indicated that the institution has made progress in providing new bachelor degree programs, including those in psychology and media and communications.
We are undergoing a very vigorous academic program review to ensure that our programs continue to meet the needs of today's students and prepare students for challenges they will face once they leave our institution. We're also looking at the other opportunities we can put in place for our students. The enhanced student life. Our dorms continue to be a concern for us. We would like to provide more dorm rooms for more of our students, particularly our Family Island students. We would like to provide more dorm rooms to allow international students.
Meantime, Minister Fitzgerald, on his tour of BTVI, said he was pleased with the progress, but recognized that various departments are in need of upgrade and more resources. Another issue he's concerned about is financial aid for students in need.
Sciences, as was indicated in our Charter for Governance, is going to play a very critical role in the development of our country and improving the level of skills of our young men and women to go out and make sure that they're in a position to be qualified for gainful employment. And so I am particularly excited about the opportunities that exist for us. Persons are concerned. I know the issue of financial aid is an issue that was discussed, and that's something that we're going to look at very closely to ensure that we have sufficient financial resources to assist those who are unable to find the money but who are qualified.
Well, still to come in the Bahamas tonight, bus drivers look for help on some difficult routes. That story's after the break.